Okay everyone, welcome to today's video. In this video we're going to be testing rally versus race parts in Forza Horizon 3. So last year in Forza Horizon 2 the rally parts weren't actually as good as the race parts off-road, but this year we'll see if anything's changed. So we're just driving down to the event that we're going to be testing this in. So we'll do a run full stock in this car and in a Mitsubishi Evo. Both like classic rally cars, rivals, and we'll see who's quicker stock, and then we'll move on to the rally kit presets they've got on this game. So I believe they add some custom body parts, and they should add brakes, springs, roll bars, maybe a roll cage, and most importantly the rally tyre compound. And then we'll take that off and then go and test the race parts, so we'll fit all the race parts on. And yeah, we'll cut back when we get to the thing. Right, so we made it out to the event. I'm going to set it up for rivals, so there's no other cars. We're B class. So we're going to be doing this car and this car. So 1 year difference in the time these cars were made, so they're pretty much the same era. Would have been rivals back in the WRC Championship, I reckon. So first of all, we've got the Impreza. These cars are both full stock for the first run, and we'll set a time and then try beat it in the other car, and then compare the times between race and rally parts. Right, coming up on the finish. Alrighty. Beat the rival I was racing against. Beat him by 13 seconds. Check how fast we actually did it. So this car here was pretty well stocked, just off-road. It's all-wheel drive, so pretty good grip all round. Rightio. So I kind of changed my mind on what we're going to do for the challenge. Instead of doing 2 all-wheel drive cars, we're going to do 1 all-wheel drive, 1 rear-wheel drive, and then 1 front-wheel drive. So we're going to use the Lancia here. So we're going to see how differently the tyres and stuff affect the different drivetrains as well. And we'll get into the race. Right, coming up on the finish line in the Lancia. Alrighty, didn't beat the rival this time, but it's not what we're after. So the all-wheel drive Subaru did it in 2 minutes 42. We've done it 2:49 in this car. So clear difference between the rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. And I've got a feeling front-wheel drive will be another step down. But we'll have to go for the front-wheel drive car. I don't actually have one, so I'm going to rent this Mini Cooper for this event, and then I'll buy it afterwards when we have to put upgrades on. And we'll see how we go. Right, come up to the finish in the front-wheel drive Mini. Right, I lost. Okay, the Mini did it in 2:42 as well. That's a good effort. So the Stratos was the slowest, but that's not what we're trying to investigate here. So it turns out rear-wheel drive was slower than front-wheel drive. That might have been the Stratos being not as good as this Mini, but we don't know. Level 199. This wheel spin, and then we'll go back and upgrade our cars. Okay, so we're in here at the upgrades menu. The only parts we're going to fit to the cars, I've changed my mind. So I'm not going to do any drivetrain or engine swapping. It's just going to be the rally tyre compound. So we're going to do rally first. Actually, no, we'll do race first. So we'll go race tyre compound. That's it, and then over here, and we'll put in the race springs for all of our cars, and that's going to be the same throughout the thing, and then we'll switch over to rally after these 3. Right, so with all the parts on, all 3 of our cars have been bumped into A class. I went and bought the Mini, put the race parts on. So we're doing race first, so all 3 cars have race springs and race tyres on, and that's all we've changed. So the time compared to the stock one we'll compare right now. Right, coming up to the end in the Subaru. So it was quicker than stock, as you'd expect. So we did it in 42, 2 minutes 42 full stock. Now we've done 2 minutes 37. So there is a 5-second difference in stock compared to race parts. Alright, we'll move on to the Lancia, I reckon. Alright, coming to the end in the Lancia. I can't remember what I did the first time, but you guys will know because I've put it on there. 241. Yeah, I can't remember what I did the first time, but we'll find out if it's faster in a minute. Coming to the end in the Mini. And I don't remember what time I did it the first time in the Mini, but I'll put a thing on the screen. 234 this time. That was with race parts. So now we'll go back to the garage and put all the rally parts on, and we'll be back for the third part. Up to part 3 of the video now. All 3 of our cars are fitted with rally springs and rally tyres, so we'll compare them to the cars with the race parts on them. Right, come to the end in the Subaru. And we did it in 232, so again quicker than the race parts by, I think it was 5 seconds again. So 10 seconds quicker than stock overall for the rally parts. So all-wheel drive, the rally parts are going to be better. Right, come to the finish in the Lancia. I think we did it in 234 by the looks of that. Yeah, 2 minutes 34. So I'll have to make a table at the end of all this to show you all the results and just sum it all up, because I can't remember what times these other cars did it in. So yeah, I feel like rally definitely is better. It's easy to control, it feels faster. Right, now coming up to the line in the Rally Built Mini, and I think that was the fastest one yet. That felt very quick, this little Mini. 229. Yeah, I think that is the fastest one yet with the rally parts. So that's front wheel drive too, so that's pretty surprising. I didn't think that would be the case. But yeah. So I'll show all the results in a table now and we'll compare them all. Overall, we had a few surprises in this thing. Subaru stock did it 242.6, with the race parts 237 flat, and with the rally parts 232.4. I always thought the rally parts would be better on the Subaru because it's all-wheel drive, and the rally parts make the cars like a lot easier to drive. They seem to have more grip when you put in power on out of the corners, and also the springs, like they make it so much easier to drive over the bumps. With rally, like the springs are really race is stiff, and it makes it hard for like the cars to grip the road because they're always bouncing around everywhere. So rally gets 1 point there for being the fastest. Okay, so moving on to the Lancia. Stock, it did it at 249.2, sorry. Race was 241.5 and rally was 234.5. So this was the rear wheel drive car. Pretty good car overall, really. Again, same sort of thing I said with the Subaru. The rally parts just felt quicker and faster, make the car much easier to drive, more controllable, and yeah, so that's 2 points to rally. Okay, so now to the biggest surprise out of them all, the front wheel drive Mini. So stock, it did it 242.4, race it did it 234.4, and then the fastest time out of all of the cars in any of the parts was the Mini with rally with 229.7. So the Mini was the biggest surprise out of them all, really. I didn't think it would be very good front wheel drive, but it was probably the fastest one. Well, it clearly was the fastest one, you see with the times proven. It wasn't as fun to drive as the all-wheel drive Subaru, but it was still a pretty decent car. And overall, towards the end of the video now, just sum it up and say that rally is definitely better off-road this year. Unlike Forza Horizon 2, rally parts are actually better at what they're meant for. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.